recently had some revelations in this area. Edna?
You're muted.
Oops. Sorry. Well, I guess you're talking about the Pleiadian that I met in 1982, whose name was Rel. I talked to Paul about that earlier in the week. Her name was Rel. That's F-V-R-E-L. That was told to me telepathically. I met her in what I'll call a cleared area where they were building in the development where my parents lived. She told me, she was very tall, she had blonde hair. I told you, kind of looked up like when Madonna had it, or Barbara Eden in I Dream of Jeannie, pulled up and there was a long ponytail coming down. And she was all silver, and so was her clothes. And she had two lights on either side of her shoulders, which I believe was helping her look for where she was going. But she told me that she was not going to harm me, that she was taking plant and insect and small animal samples to check out what was going on in Florida, of all places. And she told me that she had seen me all my life. I told you on another podcast, it was to do with a flying, looked like an upside-down crystal chandelier, all these little particles, and almost like a half-round disco ball shining. And the funny part was the first time I saw it, it was about 7 years old. I was looking out of my brother's window. The sun was rising, and there was this thing, glittering, shining, moving, unlike anything I'd seen so far, but then I was only, 5 or 6, and I didn't know what to make of it. And it followed me to school. And when I saw Brel, there was a light that came, I thought it was a plane, because it was a bright, bright light, but like a searchlight, you know? And I looked up, and my dog was afraid. She went behind me. And then minutes later, there was this woman coming out of, this very, very tall woman coming out of the bushes, or out of the palm trees and, you know, the whatever was there. And she started to tell me that she'd always been watching out for me, and that I had an energy that she knew would be something that would be beneficial to this planet. And I was scared to death. I thought, oh God, you know, I'm inhaling vapors or something weird. I didn't take it seriously. The dog was frightened. Your dog is bored. Cute little thing yawning. And I left it alone. Well, a couple of days ago, I was watching one of these ancient alien things with the old Giorgio Tsoukalos, and there was this picture of a woman that was, you know, silver, in a silver outfit, very tall, and kind of like what I saw, but what I saw had a slit for nostrils and a slit for a mouth and slightly larger eyes, but they were human eyes. They weren't all black like the Greys. And she was very kind to me. And I felt, you know, there was a positive communion between us. I wasn't afraid of her. And I knew that she meant me no harm, and that she was literally just checking things out. And I let it go. And a couple of days later, the light up in the sky was gone. I guess the ship took off. And that was then, and that, you know, the whole memory came back. The other thing was, I worked with a man named Dr. Ted Bennett in what we called metascience in high school. I have a transmedium guide. His name is Saransiti. He claims to be a celestial library keeper. He doesn't claim to be human, and he claims to be from another dimension. And from time to time, I work with him, and I've been working with him, and then the Edgar Cayce Center for many years, working mostly on past life regressions. And I didn't know what was going on. I kind of astral project out, and he projects in. It's kind of like possession, I guess, in a way. But he made a prediction about Dr. Ted Bennett's past life, whose name was Richard Blair. And the man died. He was buried in a field during World War II, and he died in 1940. Dr. Bennett was born in 42. He went and he looked the whole guy up, and there he was. very, what was it? Not far from Calais in France, where the plane went down. And there's a marker, a gravestone with this man. He was an RAF pilot, and he was there. So there I had confirmation that what I was saying to people was true.
Did the information you were given correspond to what Tim was sharing on your mission to Earth as a representative of extraterrestrials?
She told me, Brell, that I was possibly half what she called a walk-in.
Okay.
What she said was that Michael and Setna, the Egyptian prince, Setna Hamwes, merged somewhere along the line in some kind of a time-space tunnel. That soul is the same soul. It wasn't exactly reincarnation, more like bait and switch, I would say.
Awesome.
I think so.
That again, it deepens the mystery and adds another facet to the gem that we're examining. And now we're going to move over to T. Allen Greenfield, the one, are you the
I look like it, yes. Welcome to my existence plane. I had so much trouble finding the link. I'm not sure if I'm on Hercules program or whether I'm speaking to you fellow Martians. Lobal, Carbol, Huato. Whatever that means.
When you clean it up.
Yeah, well, that was Martian profanity. Now, my way of communicating with the, what we call in the occult, the secret chiefs, or the masters, or the Great White Brotherhood, the term I don't like, and the ascended masters, is simply late at night, when most of the world, most of our side of the world is asleep. I will read something inspirational